up, beautiful people? This is Pretty Girl Love Trap content.
Hello, everybody. I know there's still people out there that haven't subscribed. So, subscribe. You heard me. Subscribe to Auntie's channel. Pretty Girl Love Travel Content.
What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It is Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. How are you guys doing this lovely Sunday evening? Okay, I hope your bellies are full, your hearts is full. Okay, and I hope that you're ready to talk about Miss Raquel Thomas because we have a lot to discuss about her. Okay, before I do get into her, I got to get into my co-host for the evening. Okay.
What up, though?
Hey, Brillo, what's up? What's up? You ready to talk about your most beloved Raquel Thomas?
Y'all definitely am. You already know what time it is.
Let's see who's in there, okay? Hey, Samira Boo, thank you for coming. Hey, DeMarcus, thank you for stopping by. Hey, Daria Boo. Hey, Rainy J. Let's see here. Yes. Hey, Karen Boo. Thank you guys for coming through. We got to talk about Rock, okay? Because your girl is doing a lot, okay? But I was, sitting up in my room one day and I was just like, you know what? I'm 2 + 2 is 2 is 2 is 2. Like, I'm adding up the math. And I'm like, you know what? With Raising Kanan, I'm realizing, and I have realized that Raquel Thomas is indeed the most influential character in the Power universe. Okay. So we're going to just get into why I feel that she is, because she has influenced a plethora of characters. Okay. Hey, Greta, how are you doing? So, keep in mind, I feel like she should be ahead of Influence Power Book 5. I'm sorry, Lorenz Tate, that didn't work out. But Power writers, execs from the stars, if you guys are watching this, I feel like we can still keep Influence and, probably call it Raising Rock, because we need to see what's behind the demoness of it all, okay? The entrepreneur of Raquel Thomas. We need to see how that all came about. Brillo, do you think we have enough evidence to actually have a Raising Rock or a rock-centered, power book?
I feel like this is the Rock Center Power Book. From what I'm seeing from our beloved demons, being Jukebox and Kanan. I know you keep telling me to be patient, but somebody pointed out to me like we might not see it. This might be Rock's story.
Yeah, I do agree. This is, Rock's story, but I also feel like I need to see the beginning of Rock. I need to see her maybe starting age 7 or so. Like, I need to see the foundation of the foundation, because your girl is influencing a whole plethora of, deranged murderous killers. Okay. So before we get into actually how she's, influencing everyone that's pivotal in power, please make sure you're liking this video, subscribe to me and Brillo's channel if you're not already subscribed, and make sure you're doing all of the things, commenting, make sure your notification bells are on, okay? Hey, HEA, thank you for coming through, okay? So, speaking of Raquel, we was introduced to the lovely Thomas family, and that's where it all started, okay? So, you guys, take a look at this wonderful graphic here, okay? Your girl had to put the pieces together to really just map out the crazy influence of Raquel Thomas. Okay, we see Raquel, plastered up in the middle. Okay, we have Lulu and Marvin, her brothers. We have Kanan, her biological son, and I'm deeming your girl Jukebox low-key her daughter. Okay, and then we see the spawns of the demon Kanan himself. Okay, we have Ghost, Tommy, Dre, and Tariq. Okay, so we're gonna discuss, Brillo and I, of course, the chat. I need y'all to communicate with us as well. We're just gonna discuss how indeed these characters are low-key all the spawn of Raquel Thomas. Okay, so Brillo, do you agree, with any, of the people that I have listed on here? I know you previously talked before, like we should have added some folks, some honorably mentioned. Who else? I didn't want to make too many people involved because we would be here for 3 hours. I just wanted to focus on these characters. But who is honorably mentioned that should be a part of this chart, if you
will? I would say probably Scrap, maybe Roller, even though we didn't see enough of him since he was under Ghost. Pretty much anybody in the Power universe that was under any of these characters. So,
okay, all right.
We probably couldn't throw none of the Tahadas on there, but pretty much anybody.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. I hear echo. Let's see here. Okay, it went away. All right, so we're gonna just take a look at the Raquel Thomas and them, franchise. Okay, we have the family all together having dinner. It looks all good. Okay, I just want to remind you guys, based on this family tree, a part of the demise that we already saw in the original Power. Okay, let's just take a look at this clip really quickly. Okay,
I killed my own son. And I would do it again if I had to. You was soft, and I liked you.
Back the fuck up.
Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk the cousins who were pretty much raised as siblings would get to that point? Like, Brillo. Chime in on this clip we just saw, the end of Jukebox herself. You on mute, Brillo.
Damn, my bad. I had some background noise. Classic, iconic scene. Kanan turning off Jukebox water out of nowhere. This is why I think that even though I do need to be a little patient, Star's gonna have to meet me halfway and give me something, because to go from where they is now to that, I mean, I need more. First, I want to know why would Kanan do that just for Tariq, which he just kind of, developed a bond with. It's intriguing. This is why everyone, we have to tell her to be patient because of scenes like that. These are the characters that we know. If we didn't know anything about Jukebox or Kanan, then I think everything will be fine. But to see the end result first, it's just, you see how much they have to go, and you're like, damn, are we going to have 10 seasons of raising Kanan at this rate?
Exactly. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I am, and I, for one, in my personal life, well, really just me as a person, I have zero patience. Okay, so for me to say have patience, you should really take heed to that, because your girl don't really have much patience for anything. Okay, hey Detroit, what's up? You said I was right. Episode 5 was dope. You think some people need to go back and watch it? Yeah, watching it a second time. I mean, you just reflect on things a little different. Okay, but for who all just got up in here, we're going to pretty much focus on this chart that I've created in terms of Raquel Thomas and her influence. Okay, so we're just pretty much going to just touch on how she affected each of these people. Okay, so Brillo, who do you prefer to either choose how she influenced Marvin or Lulu? Like, which one you trying to,
It doesn't matter. I could go with Marvin.
Okay. So how do you think Raquel influenced Marvin? Even though she's the little sister, she's really pretty much the big sister in terms of Marvin, because she's controlling your boy.
Right. She put Marvin in position after after he got locked up, or whatever. She kind of took over the organization, and showing him to the more cerebral side. I think this season we see him thinking a little more, doing stuff different. He has more responsibility, and it seems like he wants her approval. He's yearning for her approval. And she knows exactly what she's doing. She's giving it to him, and he's like, just like the scene with the Italians, where he like, I'm not scared of nothing, And he's giving Rock some good advice, but she doesn't trust it because it's Marvin. He wants to impress Rock. He wants to earn her approval, especially from the fumbles that he had last year, and then that conversation that they had in the church chapel after Lulu got barbecued. What he told after Lulu's barbecue, he told Rock, like, I know you better than this than I ever was, but nobody's gonna tell me how to protect my family. So they kind of came to an understanding. So, like you said, that's like Big Sister. He's always searching for her approval, trying to step up and be a better dope dealer and brother. So
I agree. I agree. Yes, thank you, Detroit. I just checked my cash app. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Okay. So I'm going to just dive into how she affects Lulu. Okay. So they haven't, to my knowledge, Brillo, you can always correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't specify the age differences in the ages of everyone. We can kind of do the math with Rock. She had Kanan when she was 15, 16. So he's 15, 16. So she's between, at the very low bottom 30, I'll say 33 at the very most. Okay. And I'm presuming that Lulu is, mid 20s at best. I mean, he's giving like 22, 23 maybe. So he's low key her son to me in a sense because, it looks like her parents, what it seems like, I believe her father's deceased. So her mom, she over there with the church, doing her thug thizzle. So it doesn't seem like she doesn't have any like effect on Lulu, or probably, never had a big influence. So Rock is pretty much influencing Lulu. We see her ordering hits. He's taking care of her hits. She will not even let this boy get out the game, for God's sake. So she is definitely his mother in some way. But yeah, I want to have a little more in terms of the age differences. But yeah, Lulu is definitely Rock's son in my eyes, honestly. She's her first son before Kanan, I believe. Um, do you have anything to chime in regards to her relationship?
yeah, I agree. I feel like that's kind of what I would want to see. I would want to see when Lulu was on point, because the opening scene of episode 1, he's supposed to be the person to get stuff done, and Marvin's supposed to be the person who, never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. But I'm like, Lulu had killed D Wiz, but after that kill of D Wiz in episode 2 or 3, Lulu haven't shown us anything at all as far as the business, the real business, as Rock would say. So
yeah, I think for Lulu, killing D Wiz was the beginning of the end, if you will.
Yeah, that was it. He was done after that.
Yeah. So we missed, I guess, the golden ages for your boy Lulu.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Not raising Lulu, but I want to see the demon.
Not raising Lulu.
I got a new segment called "Shame on You, Lulu."
Oh no!
All the reasons why Lulu should be ashamed of herself.
I don't want no parts of that segment. I ain't gonna lie. Lulu has been very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling him this most recent episode, giving your boy Crown the business. I just love him just stepping. I'm like, if you can show that in the drug business, I would appreciate it.
Well, I think you touched on it in your earlier live, and I touched on it last night. I don't know, man. When you take people for granted, not for granted, but when you underestimate people, you end up frying yourself. I don't know. When Crown looked left and right like he was about to cross the street, for a split second, I'm like, okay, is he about to up the pole and pop Lulu in the back? We're gonna see.
I don't know. So yeah, we pretty much, broke down how she influenced her brothers. Okay, so let's get into Kanan. Do you want to just touch on how Raquel Thomas has influenced her son? I mean, of course, we're going on for one season and 5 episodes, so 15 episodes worth, and I'm sure we got a slew of more to go to. But based on what we've seen, how is she creating that demon of Kanan Stark?
Well, when I say I want more, I'm kind of speaking of Jukebox. Kanan's progression this season, even though I feel like he took kind of a back step from last season, his arc is still I would say quicker than Jukebox's. All of the lies, the way that he looks at her, he's like he's not believing anything she says. He's learning not to tell what he think. He even said that when 50 started narrating last night, he said something like, never let him know what you thinking, something like that. So he's already closing off himself even more, not opening up to anybody. That's the first marks of a psychopath, of a demon. When you hold everything in, never let no one think what you think. I mean, never let anyone know what you're thinking. You holding all this stuff in. If you never let people know what you think and they never know you, you know what I mean? So you never can develop those real relationships and real bonds with people because they don't know you. I believe he looks at everybody as a liar.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reason why he bonded with Tariq. He really saw himself in Tariq with all the lies and plus Tariq was throwing them little triggering words. So I was like, man, he just lying to me. He's lying to me. So it's really hit home with Kanan, all of the lies that he's been told all his life.
Yeah.
So I see it. I see Kanan on the stove. He basically that pot of greens he's cooking up. Like you said last night, I could see it. All the lies from Rock.
Yeah.
And she's doubling down on it. And I was just a little disappointed in Kanan that I feel like he should make her tell him the truth. Basically, if he put his foot down and said, look, I'm not about to have nothing to do with you if you keep lying to my face. Just tell me the truth. If he would have pressed at that cabin, she would have came clean about the situation. But he was too scared to do that. He's too intimidated by his mom right now. So he just let it go, which is also a sign of becoming that demon. Not letting her know how you feel. Just telling her what she want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, Rock is even influencing like pop culture. I mean, everybody pretty much knows she's lying at this point.
Told you.
Always lying. That's all she does is lie.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, everybody know. All she do is lie. Lie. I mean, we saw the first time, we're going to get into it, Kanan met Tariq. He even lied about his name. Like, it's just the lies. It's just the lies. So yes, she's creating a demon, okay? And we just got to remind the people how much of a demon your boy Kanan is, because he's a lot.
You're gonna cry like a bitch, so I'm gonna make you suck it like one. Open your mouth. Open your fucking mouth. Open your mouth. Don't act like it's your first time.
Just like Sugar said, I just want Kanan to have shookness off him. And the actor that's playing young Kanan, the actor that's playing young Jukebox, they are incredible. You just need stars to get him a little more. They are incredible, both of them. You could see Kanan's fear in his eyes. He don't even have to say nothing. Like when he was talking to Def Con brother, as Marvin would say, man. When my man kind of jumped at him and screamed at him, Kanan jumping like this dude is like, why are you scared? I just want him to get that shook off.
Just give him some time. Savannah said she intimidated me sitting on his bed while he was sleeping. Yeah, she was giving me like real like Grim Reaper vibes. Like she was low key. I'm like, Rock, what are we doing? Like this. I guess she was trying to put on, her Martha Stewart situation. But girl, we know you crazy. We know you lie. We know you a demon. HEA said Rock amped up the camping trip to dump a body. Oh, amped up the camping trip. Did she learn that from High Post? She probably did. How post he over there Boy Scouting, so he probably knew some tricks. I'm just saying, they probably took some romantic trips to the Poconos and Catskills and all the places. Okay, it's probably bodies everywhere. Okay, shout out to Franklin. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Okay, so Jukebox. Now we're starting to see her form some sort of relationship with her mother, but we can't forget her first mother. I feel like Raquel Thomas is her first mother. Juke is 17 at this point. Her mom dipped out at age 1. Okay, so year 1, she dipped out. I'm sure Juke don't have a damn memory of her. Okay, so Rock has been pretty much Juke's mother. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate her mothering skills in terms of Juke?
8.
8. Okay. And by 8, I mean 8's a pretty high number. So in terms of formulating a well-rounded individual, a pivotal person that's going to be part of the community and society, you said Raquel Thomas is an 8 out of a 10 in terms of raising Jukebox.
For Auntie, I mean, giving her a safe place to stay.
Okay.
I mean, well, she can't be. She can't be an 8 just on the simple fact that she is a drug queen pin. So I'll go 6. But for an auntie, giving her a safe place to stay, she makes sure she's taken care of. She embraced her sexuality, didn't care. Said this girl is gonna like this. That's one lucky girl. When Jukebox was hitting the dances in the mirror with the suit on. And Rock didn't make her feel bad or nothing. Just told her like she's a lucky girl. Didn't make her feel no kind of way. That meant a lot to Jukebox. So
no, it did.
You Rock a little 6.5, man.
You're right. I'm gonna give her. That's about accurate. I mean, considering you're a drug lord, you're doing pretty darn good with your daughter. Yeah. Oh, doing pretty good. All right, so let's get into the bottom row. Okay. We see that Kanan has influenced Ghost, Tommy, Dre, and Tariq at some level. Okay, we've seen countless times, we've heard countless times, more so Tommy, recognizing the fact that Kanan is the reason why Ghost and Tommy are who they are. He taught them everything they knew. Okay, and they pretty cold to me. I'm just saying. Let's take a look at Tommy and Kanan at work.
Bitch ass nigga. Peekaboo. Don't shoot. Sorry, witnesses are a bitch.
That's quite of a dynamic duo.
Man, you gotta love Tommy and Kanan together, man. If it wasn't for that damn Gene St. Patrick, man. They would have sold dope. So they was in the 80s, 70s.
They would have been locked up with the recklessness they got going on, okay? Because they can't do boss moves like this. I'm just saying, Ghost killed me with this one.
We shut everything down.
What?
We have us a meeting. I sit across the table, I look all those motherfuckers in the eye, and I'll find out who's hitting me once and for all. Until then, no one gets product. Spread the fucking word.
I'm just saying, I like
this.
They
don't have to do boss moves like that because they the ones pressing, putting him in the blender.
Oh gosh! So if you want to choose Ghost or Tommy, like how do you want to, just break down how you think Kanan influenced any of those people?
I'm gonna go Ghost.
Okay.
I think he influenced Ghost. Ghost is smart, but kind of the grind, this more cerebral side. This is why Ghost was going to Kanan for help. We rewatched Power. It was some war I forgot that they alluded to that Kanan got him through while Kanan was in jail.
Yeah.
Some war they had.
Mm-hmm.
He trusted Kanan. He trusts Kanan so much because we can see even as young Kanan. Kanan is smart. He had the Van Wyck popping.
Mm-hmm.
He could have went to school just like Ghost.
Yeah, he had a car wash too. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Tommy did mention Kanan had a car wash when Tommy took Kanan to the wash and fold. I think it's wash and fold, yeah.
Right. He said just like you used to do it. So I do think Ghost learned a lot from Tommy. He just added to his. Ghost was always smart. He was always gonna take it to the next level, but he did learn a lot from Kanan. I don't think. I think he might have learned his mean streak or whatever, kind of from the OG. But definitely trust Kanan's mind as being a mastermind and cerebral, which is always why I thought, like, why are you trusting him, knowing what you did to him? You don't think he was gonna find out, and you know this man is smart. So
No, yeah, I definitely agree. In terms of how he influenced Tommy, I mean, Tommy probably would have did anything that Ghost did. Honestly, he would have followed Ghost lead with anything. In terms of any leader, I think Tommy just bearing witness to Kanan's coldness, that pretty much just help him solidify. Like, okay, this is how shit is supposed to be handled. Real reckless. Like, Tommy kind of lacked the sophistication of Ghost. But it looks like he succeeded in the recklessness of your boy Kanan. Okay, but Tommy, I don't know. I'm just interested in Kanan in that 20-something-year-old phase. Like, I just want to see like how cerebral he was, how he balanced being cerebral and being reckless in terms of like just being that ruthless killer. I'm definitely interested in seeing that. We'll maybe see that season 4. I don't know how long we're gonna go with this Raising Kanan, but yeah, he definitely influenced Tommy in an interesting way. Now let's get into Dre, okay? Dre and your boy Kanan met in prison, okay? And Dre was thirsty as hell. He wanted to be put on. And the first assignment that your boy Kanan gave Dre was to kill Pink Sneakers, because of course he hired her to sabotage the Ghost's organization. Okay, we just want to take a look at him killing Pink Sneakers. And that was the first of many killings that your boy Dre.
I was just about to say. We talk a lot about Dre being a sucker because he was a snitch and sucker. We hated him, but man, that boy was racking up the kills. He definitely stayed on the scoreboard. Yeah, with some of the best kills. I got to give it up to him. Definitely got that griminess from Kanan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kanan definitely taught him pretty much you can't take any BS from anyone. We cover, of course, the original Power on my channel, and Kanan even gave him, a lesson on how to handle his team. He pretty much made Dre kill his very own best friend. I mean, how crazy is that? Like killing his own best friend Brock. Like, I mean, that's pretty ruthless. I mean, and the list goes on and on in terms of how your boy Kanan influenced Dre. Do you have any specific other memories or anything that Kanan was famous for that Dre emulated in some sort?
Yeah, the whole way that Dre kind of backdoored Ghost and wanted to, with the club and everything. Kanan didn't necessarily want the club, but he was always cerebral and you never knew what was going on. He always was, like I would say, hit the back door on you. You never know what's going on with him. So Dre was the same way as well with Ghost and the club. He had took over for a second. He took Queen's Child Project over. How you take the Queen's Child Project? Like he was Ghost, basically.
He was low-key beating Ghost at some level sometimes. Like, he was pissing me off. I'm like, dang, how you outsmart Ghost like that? Like, Dre was definitely.
How Dre get a cartel plug so easy? Like, that was, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, the Jimenez is gonna mess with Dre.
DeMarcus said before Dre turned snitch, I believe Kanan and Dre could have taken down Ghost and Tommy. Yeah, it was definitely cat and mouse for a very long time. And I think what Kanan saw in Tariq, which we'll get to in a minute, he saw in Dre. He saw an impressionable young man who's hella thirsty and that could be trained. And he trained one hell of a goddamn gangster. I mean, this boy stabbed the whole priest. I'm just saying, like, even though the priest was selling drugs, I mean, I'm just saying that's neither here nor there.
If you selling drugs and doing good with the money,
Robin Hood.
Right.
You're doing great for the community. Rainy J said true, but Ghost had no choice. He didn't know who was leaving the cards. Yeah, he pretty much had to kill everybody, Lord. J said Tommy did all Ghost good ideas he learned from Kanan. Yeah, he did tell Kanan, like, pretty much Ghost, every good idea Ghost had, he got it from Kanan, which I do believe. I know we kind of thirsty to, well, some people are thirsty to see Tommy and Ghost appear in Raising Kanan. I'm in no rush, of course, but if they give us that,
I want to see Kanan and Jukebox appear in Raising Kanan. I don't know who these characters are that they got on.
I can't.
Then we gotta get Tommy and Jukebox first, because the fear that Jukebox elicited from Thomas Patrick Egan, and if you, I wish you had the clip when you can see Ghost's face. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show it tomorrow. If you can see Ghost's face when they were in the car and he found out Jukebox had Tariq, man, he looked terrified. I just want to know why.
I'm gonna pick on you a little bit. Please put a 1 in the chat if your boy Brillo needs to be patient in terms of Raising Kanan, and put a 2 in the chat if he is justified and ready to be seeing like all of the ruthlessness of of Kanan and Jukebox. Put a 1 if he's being impatient. Put a 2 if he is right. Okay, please. Let us know real quick. And while y'all do that, I have a word from our sponsors, okay?
Please like, please subscribe, please turn on your notifications.
All right, look what the chat talking about. All right, DeMarcus said 2. James Kelly, hey James, he put 2.
No, got a 2. I'm saying.
Karen, okay, Karen on your side. Okay, 1. I mean, sorry, she's not on your side. She said be patient.
Yeah, I gotta be a little patient, man.
Come on, just a little bit. Now, okay, if let's say season 3, episode like 4 or 5, then I'm like, all right, Brillo, all right, you got me. HEA said 2 because at this rate we have to wait 10 years.
Right, like I'm not saying the show is bad. It's my favorite show. I mean, I'm hella entertained by the show. Not so much the last episode. I got to rewatch it again. But I think people kind of misinterpreted what I was saying. Not the show. The show is good. It's just those characters. I'm waiting for them to show me something. Jukebox is going to throw a cassette tape and keep it moving. Like, put hands on that girl, Juke. That's all I want.
And I have to continue to do the math, you guys. So in Power, we saw Kanan at age 40, okay? This is Raising Kanan. He's 15, maybe 16. I believe he's 15. We got 25 years of savagery to, pretty much formulate. So, like I said, the writers are doing a hell of a great job. Just even coming up with such a great concept, and and pretty much just
giving us compelling storylines and characters that we love. So I really can't complain that much. That's why I don't really talk. I don't really complain that much. It's only these 2 characters in the show that I wish they would bring.
Yeah, and it's definitely a hard feat to really keep us engaged, even though we still know how the end is. And then whoever's just coming in the room, we're going to just show you again how the end is.
I killed my own son. And I would do it again if I had to. You was soft, and I liked you.
Back the fuck up.
Ooh, he gave Jukebox 4 or 5.
How did we get
Like,
here?
how did we get? That's what I'm saying. That's why I still got a
Hey,
got a
BB.
little pre-theory, man. I don't know.
You got a pre-theory. You gonna wait to release it, or you gonna say it?
I've been saying it. I'm not gonna stamp it yet because my theory would mean my boo getting her water cut off. So I don't want to stamp it, but I'm seeing Jukebox she had to cut rock water.
James. All right, y'all. So let's get into Tariq, okay? We saw Kanan do a hell of a lot with Tariq. I mean, he started off calling him, Slim. He gave Tariq the name Slim, and he met Kanan through Dre. Okay, so this whole Rock La Familia situation runs real deep. Okay, so he got Tariq stealing sneakers. That was his first crime. He got him hooked on lean. He got him robbing houses, robbing his friends.
Not only to steal the sneakers, but he teaching them a lesson. Like, you get yours. Like, kind of like what DEFCON brother was telling him. It's your time.
Uncle DEFCON. Uncle Vernon would not be discussed at this moment.
But the little speech he taught him before he took the shoes, you know what I'm saying? Like, your dad, like, using your dad money. Like, nah, I'm gonna get it on my own.
Oh, independence. He's teaching him independence. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what else have you realized that your boy Kanan influenced Tariq? Even though Tariq comes from killer stock, Ghost, who was actually trained by Kanan. So it all goes back to Raquel at the end of the day, hence this live and, just discussing her influence. So what is there anything like memorable from Tariq's savagery that brings you to be like, dang, that's Kanan C right there, low key. So he low key the stepdaddy in a sense.
That's Kanan's son. Kanan even said it. You more of a son than me. The whole scene, one of my favorite scenes of Power, when Tariq was slanging the packs, right? He got burnt for the money, and then he like, man, we were hustling backwards. Kanan was kind of telling you hustling backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Then he look out the window. He see the dudes. He like, there they go right there. He like, give me the strap, and then and it just go together because that's when 50 had the whole get the strap thing going on. So it was like a double innuendo. Yeah. So Tariq go out there and he Kanan like, make sure you put one in the chamber. You cock it back. I'm like, this is like young Kanan right here, like Kanan in Marvin or something. You know what I'm saying? So of course we know Tariq go out there, up the strap, get everything back, get in the car, and Kanan just laughing and smiling. And another scene when Kanan really had respect for Tariq, when he was like, yo, at least your dad killed him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Ray. Mm-hmm. Tariq looked at him and was like, I did that. And it paused for a minute. They showed Kanan's face. He gave him like a nod of approval and hit him on his back like, man, I like this kid. You know what I'm saying? That's something Kanan would have did. Killing my man. Like what's my man name who killed Raina? I just said it.
Ray.
Yeah, killing Ray.
Yeah,
definitely Kanan would have did that. So that was two of my favorite scenes of Tariq doing his best Kanan impression, pressing the block and killing Ray.
Hey, David, he said if Kanan was 40 on Power, he did 10 years of prison. That means it's 15% year. So he pretty much went to prison at 30. So we still got 15 years of savagery to unleash via TV, okay? DeMarcus said Kanan.
I got something else too. My bad.
Go ahead.
And remember how he was pressing Dre to get the gun? And
that was one of my most.
That was all Kanan right there.
That was Kanan. I feel like and
mixed out with Ghost too a little bit.
Yeah. It is pretty much Rock. I'm just saying, right. Rock is leading to all of this. Okay. DeMarcus said Kanan got a body at 15. I want to see Jukebox at least fight a girl. Davina whooped some ass in season 1. Yeah, Davina now she in South Carolina beating the country girls' asses. But
Smith, man, don't mention that man's name. I'm so I'm gonna be. I'm so tired of this dude. I'm not even gonna say his name, dude. I hope we don't see him. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I don't know how we got so fixated as a viewership.
The community, We clamoring for this dude. If he ever make his own screen appearance, man, it's gonna be pandemonium in the power community.
But yeah, to Demarcus's comment, yeah, it would be nice to see, you know, Juke get into a fight. I did have a theory at one point that Juke would kill Famous for running his mouth. I said that, I believe, last season, but we'll see. I don't really know.
Hey, Demarcus, I just why she didn't run up on Zizza and give her a couple, you know what I'm saying, beat her up a little bit, black her eye, like beat her a little pretty face in a little bit. Like, I don't need her to turn nobody water off.
Yeah.
Show that aggression, throw the tape and crack her head. Something that would have gave me something.
I feel like based on what we see now, if we didn't see her in original power, we would have no clue that she's the freaking demon that she turns out to be. So I get what you're saying, but it's a slow burn. At least we have that in context. I think that's the reason why we're so impatient, because we know she crazy. Karen said, I think the mistake was showing Kanan killing Buck 20 so early. Now it looks like he's regressing. Yeah, I kind of agree with that as well. Because, you know, your boy Brillo over here was having a hard time crying from a movie.
Kanan ain't killed, man. That was D-Wiz.
I kind of rewatched that. It was like 50.
It's hard to tell though.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but it looks like more Kanan than D-Wiz. But of course, I don't know if they would ever really truly confirm that with us. BB said Jukebox isn't even stealing anymore. Yeah, we haven't seen her pretty much doing a bunch of nothing but writing songs and stalking. She stalked good. She's a great stalker. She stalked her mom great. Ziza,
like she became a cop. Like her recon skills is immaculate.
Ju did become a whole cop. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we're not going to keep y'all too much longer, okay? So I want to survey you guys, because I want to know if I am correct in my, assumption that I would kind of call this a hypothesis, if you will, in a sense. But I feel like Raquel Thomas is the most influential character in the Power universe based on this lovely graphic here. I'm just saying, all these characters are hella demonic, okay? So put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me, and put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. And please, next to that too, please place the person who you feel is more influential than your girl Raquel Thomas. Okay, I want to see, what y'all think, if y'all agree or disagree. Okay,
I'm definitely putting a 1 on Rock's reach. I don't see how you could put anyone above her. If it doesn't matter how it ends for Rock, I feel like she's done enough to where we have never seen a woman like this on television, or that I could think of, or in film, with just like you said, just 15 episodes. The way she is pressing, the way she is conducting business, it's at a high level. I do think people will feel differently about her character if it was a man. I do. I really do. Like, if this was DEFCON out doing all of these exact same plays, people would be ready to put the crown on DEFCON head as the best crime boss in Power universe history. People would be ready to get DEFCON the crown.
Okay, all right. So let's look at the chat. BB says 1. Jay Smith says no, she's a snitch. But does her being a snitch have anything to do with her influence? I ask you.
Who did she snitch on?
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Is she talking about Unique's
Oh, yeah, she did tell Howard.
But you talking to your dirty cop? Like, come on, y'all. That's not snitching. She didn't put the man in prison. She just got his drugs hit by a cop that was working for her. When you a drug kingpin, you have dirty cops on the payroll. Like, that's, to me, it's snitching if you tell on somebody and get them put in jail, or you tell to get out of trouble because you in trouble. If you're working with the cops to further your business, that's boss.
Being resourceful, if you will.
In my opinion.
All right. So DeMarcus said he disagreed, but to Kanan. But Kanan is the offspring of Raquel Thomas. So DeMarcus, I ask you again, who is the most influential person in power history. Okay, if you still stick with Kanan, that's cool. But I'm just saying he comes
She
from.
don't gotta be on her payroll. She still was working for him.
So
I mean, he
James,
still was working for her.
yeah, James put 1, Ronald put 2. You believe it's Kanan. I understand what y'all saying with Kanan, but he comes from Raquel Thomas. Samira put 1, 2, Kanan because Kanan is not a snitch. I don't understand, and I'm not arguing with y'all, chat. We just having a conversation. I just don't understand what the snitching has to do with her overall influence in terms of the
she didn't snitch. I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree.
Yeah, we have different, I guess, different meanings of snitch. Because I agree with you, bro.
I assume they're talking about the unique in the re-up situation, but nobody got locked up behind that. It was just to further her business. So you guys, Howard is a dirty cop that was working with Rock. They've been working with her for years, even though he's not paying her. Howard got something out of it, and Rock got something out of it, right? Yeah. So it was a mutually beneficial relationship from two people who had a previous relationship. So they both got something out of it. Howard's a dirty cop, and she's a drug dealer. And they're working together.
Is it snitching if it's Kanan's daddy?
That too. And nobody got locked up.
It's family, guys. Family just trading information.
It's like saying Jukebox a snitch because she a whole damn cop.
I'm just saying, is it snitching? I mean, she can't help Howard's, his career path. I'm just saying, if it helps further them, then so be it. Okay.
Jay Smith, I don't know. We just coming up with our own little theories, though. That sounds good, though. They never said nothing about her snitching and getting DEFCON locked up.
The one who shall not be named is the most influential. Oh Lord, we not about to do this.
Oh my God.
Are y'all trolling us for real? For real?
DEFCON dead, bro.
Ronald Cameron Rockets Foxy Brown 2.0. It's some rocking everybody in power. That's what I'm saying, James. That's why I'm saying that she is the most influential person in the power universe. Okay. HEA said DEFCON, I think. I can't say DEFCON because I ain't never met DEFCON. Okay. But I see where you're going with it. I mean, he influenced Rock on some level, but we have to also note that Kanan said High Post is really credited with really truly putting Rock in the game.
Y'all crazy with this snitching stuff. Y'all not gonna put that tag on Rock. Like, stop it, bro.
Howard out on payroll. He don't have to be on payroll. He needed to bring in some work for his superior. Right. So, in a sense, that is payroll because it's keeping him a job. Okay.
Right. It's a mutually beneficial thing. That's like, I mean, if you're gonna call Rock a snitch, Jukebox snitch, Ghost, definitely a rat. Like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to disagree with my chat here, my people here.
BB, I gotta keep this up here for a minute. She says she can't believe people hating on Rock. I think y'all hating on Rock. I think y'all hating.
They searching for something not to like.
She said she don't think that's snitch. I'm just saying. Jay Smith says Raquel Thomas snitch on DEFCON. Marvin unique. How Howard becomes super cop. He had a CI. This is a layered comment.
Yeah, we got to go off what we see and what we know. We can't go off our own theories, y'all.
Yeah. Maybe we need a part two.
Having fun with it. We having fun with it, so we for sure can. But for the purposes of the question, I do believe the Trap Queen want us to go off what we saw, not our own personal theories.
Yeah,
That's definitely hell of a one, though. It's very plausible too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, hey, Darnice, haven't seen you before. Thank you for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and like the video, y'all. Do y'all think High Post and Rock was dumping bodies back when they was taking baby Kanan Gavin? It's a possibility. I mean, it's a possibility. Definitely, Rock reference going there before.
Post was the person who was supposed to been a snitch. he got set on fire for being a snitch. So maybe he's the person who put DEFCON in. The Rock never got set on fire.
That's true. They
said High Post got set on fire for snitching. They said that in episode 1.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Yep.
They wouldn't have let Rock live if she was snitching.
When did Juke snitch? I'm confused.
She's just a cop, bro. By definition, man. She's a cop. So I ain't never seen her snitch. We're using that snitching tag a little too loosely right about now.
Maybe Brillo, we need to have like a snitching like panel on your channel.
Yeah, fuck, man. I gotta school these folks on what a snitch is.
A remix to Biggie's What's Beef. We need to have a part 2, What's Snitching, because it's a layered conversation.
If somebody snitch, you gotta tell me who did they put in jail. Not who did they whose day did they mess up? Because Unique just had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he got his product taken. But if you didn't put nobody in jail, who you snitch on?
Yeah, it's a lot. We'll be here all night talking about snitching. And, we really don't have time. Maybe we need a part 2 to this debate because we definitely have something here.
I can't believe this.
And, of course, I can't say, people's opinion is based on their proximity to street life or not.
It's all fun, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But hey,
what I determine as a snitch, me personally, is somebody who either tells and puts somebody in jail or tells to get out of trouble because they're already in jail. Even somebody like a regular citizen who tell like somebody in the apartments, if they called the police and said that they selling drugs in here, I don't consider that person being a snitch. No. They're just a citizen. They're telling the police that they're telling about a crime. They're not snitching. Now, if another drug dealer tell that they selling drugs in there to get out of trouble or something, he got caught up and he like, I can tell you about some people in Queens. That's snitching.
Yeah, it has to be beneficial to the person who's actually snitching.
Exactly.
And the person who's snitching has to be in the game. Is a dirty game.
Why is Diana considered a snitch? I never called her a snitch. She just can't hold a secret. Yeah. She never put nobody in.
Yeah, I think people refer to her as a snitch just for the word snitch, not necessarily. It was more so for the action, not based on the situation. Because she does, she's loose with the lips, but in street terms, she's not really considered.
Yeah, and I will admit, I do take that word very seriously or whatnot, So I'm probably looking too deep into it.
It's too deep. All right. Shout out to one of my favorite movies. I'm actually review that. I love that movie. So y'all, your girl is on the road to 500 subscribers. I'm several people away. Okay, so please
stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me. You heard Big Worm. Let me just let him tell you again.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me. If you like me, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yes, Brillo, before we get out of here, let the people know what's going on in your channel.
If you haven't checked it out, go check out one of the funniest lives from yesterday that we did with the commission, man. It was hilarious. That's the live reaction pack is up right now. Tomorrow we're going to do the live pack, play some games at 8:05. And of course we got Slang and Rock episode 5 coming on Wednesday. And also I'll be on Pretty Girl Trap Content channel on Wednesday. But in about 10 minutes, both of us gonna be on Miss K channel. So keep them notifications on for your boy Brillo and lock in.
Yes. We'll be on Miss K's channel. Rewind it with Miss K to, further discuss this episode of Raising Kanan. And I just want to address Jay Smith. I'm not necessarily in love with Rock. I enjoy her as a character. She does frustrate me, but I have the ability to hold people accountable, regardless how much I enjoy the character. But honestly, I just don't. We're going to just have to agree to disagree. Maybe we need a part.
My man Jay. Jay, yeah, I do love Rock, but I keep it 100. Like I wouldn't call her a snitch only because she didn't put nobody in, bro. That's the only reason. But I do keep it 100. Like if she did put Unique in prison, I wouldn't be riding with her like that. Honestly. But you know, I do love Rock character. I'm not gonna lie about that. Everybody know that, but you just gonna have to agree to disagree on the snitching aspect. She grimy. You can go grimy as hell, slime ball. But snitch, you got to put somebody in prison.
Hey Daria, thank you, boo. I appreciate you checking in with your girl. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you, BB. We try to be fair with our reviews, even though we do go up for certain characters. At the end of the day, you know, I can at least, you know, count for myself. Because that's all I can do. Is that I try to be as subjective as I possibly can based on what we see every week. Okay. The homie said Rock is definitely the antagonist bully who will lose in the end. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see, man. You're gonna have to see. But guys, if you haven't, you know, watched my review of this episode of Raising Kanan, the most recent episode 5 of season 2, please check that out. We will be reviewing Power season 2, episode 5 on my channel on Wednesday, 8:15 with the Trap Queen. And this episode, y'all, if y'all can join or please watch the replay before y'all join the live, please do. This is the episode when your girl Angie finds out that Ghost James St. Patrick is the same person. And I thoroughly enjoyed seeing her cry her freaking eyes out with the truth. Okay. So I'm gonna have a good old time with that live. I will be also reviewing Atlanta, most likely on Fridays at 8:15. Check my Harlem Nights review if you haven't done so. I did that last week. Thank you, Samira. I appreciate you always coming through.
Detroit the building. We lost again, Samira. Damn Lions.
Sorry, I don't follow football, guys. But when the NBA starts back up, holla at your girl, okay? But y'all, just make sure you do all the things. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, the big review, Pretty Girl Love Shop content, and I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this hour. And yes, guys, check us out. Rewind at Miss K in a few minutes, okay? Thank you, DeMarcus. Karen said Rock, as well as most of these characters, are very polarizing. Yes, we definitely saw a lot of that with Ghost. But yes, they're toxic, but we somehow root them anyway. But y'all, thank you so much for coming through in this conversation. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed communicating with you guys. Thank you, Brillo, again for coming through with this discussion. And maybe we'll do a part 2. We'll see. Because we obviously need to break down this whole snitching situation, okay? But until next time, guys, please enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one. Toodles.